This is Suhir Ponshami from USA. We are here to discuss the 20th New York Film Festival that is taking place in New York, online at this point. So here we have Rakesh Kaur with us, who is the Vice Chairman of the Indian American Arts Council, and Suman Golamudi, who is the Head of Marketing for the New York Indian Film Festival. Welcome, Rakesh ji, and welcome, Suman ji.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us about the New York Indian Film Festival. What is happening, and I guess I will start with the head of marketing on this.
So the New York Indian Film Festival, the oldest, most established film festival here in US. This is our landmark 20th edition, and we are so proud that for 20 years we're bringing you the best of Indian independent cinema. This, this year, unfortunately, because of the situation we are in, we are doing an online festival. So it's called the 2020 virtual edition. And we have, but we've not reduced the quality or, bringing the experience to the audience. It is still 45 plus film titles with our centerpiece, both the centerpiece documentaries, the opening and closing, all directed by women. So it's a celebration of women. It's a celebration of cinema, and we're looking forward to having audience join us and watch together.
Brilliant, brilliant. And Rakesh ji, so the Indian American Arts Council, so how is it contributing to this event?
Well, Indian American Arts Council is the oldest cultural organization of Indians in America. We have close to 30,000 members that are primarily in the greater New York area. This is the first time that we are now able to bring our programs to a global audience. We manage the New York Indian Film Festival. It's our baby, and we contribute time. So a couple of things about KNIFE that are really stand out. Our festival director, who's very highly regarded in the film industry, who's also an author, he and his team of curators, they see close to 200 submissions. So it's a very intense competitive process, and I can assure you there's no nepotism. This is truly the best of the best. So it was not surprising to me that, as an example, the opening movie, we had Member of Parliament Shashi Tharoor, who has moderated the panel discussion on it. And the closing night movie, Muthan, yesterday, Hindustan Times coincidentally reviewed that movie and said the reviewer thought that that's the best movie that has come out in 2020. So we bring some very unique movies, and the audience has a real treat in front of them.
Yeah. So, Suman, how do people watch this film? You have it online?
We, this year, for the virtual edition, we have tied up with the Movie Saints platform. So they, they can watch seamlessly. They can do festival packages. So we have an all festival pass, and we also have, group discounts. So if you want to watch 5 films, 10 films, 15 films, we have different discount tiers available, and it's very, very affordable. It's, for movies, for shorts, for documentaries. The platform is amazing. We've tied up with them. Can be accessed on the website nyiff.moviesaints.com, and you can also check out our website nyiff.us. For both, we have the entire movie schedule up. We have the trailers, we have the photos, we have the synopsis, the runtime. All the information is up on the website. But yes, the streaming platform is Movie Saints, so it's nyiff.moviesaints.com.
Great. Now, how are you? Is there a way you are trying to overcome the question and answer session of a film festival? Is there something to compensate for that?
We have an amazing slate. Almost for every film, we have a Q&A with the cast and crew. And in addition, we have some special, very special conversations that our festival director is having. One, of course, very important is the 1 year anniversary of Article 15 movie. So he chats with Anubhav Sinha and the cast, including
Mhm.
Manoj and Sayani Gupta and everybody else. So
Mhm.
that is very interesting, very engaging. They talk about their experience and how the movie came to be. Then we also have another with Meera Nair and Kalpin to talk about their memories of working with Irfan Khan in The Namesake. Then we have
Mhm.
Manoj Bajpayee's conversation where he's talking about his career. And these are all very, very exclusive conversations which you will not get anywhere. And they're loaded with stories that they've never told before. And these are, experiences they've gotten through. Very engaging conversations. I feel that the audience will really love all of these. And of course, every movie, once they watch the movie, the Q&A is accessible for the audience. So once they watch the movie, they can also watch the, it's almost like the behind the scenes for the movie, because every movie's director cast is coming on and talking about how the movie came to be, their experience on it. So this is real, online content that the audience will really love and engage with.
Brilliant. And so you have it's more like a pre-recorded Q&A that you have for the event.
We have pre-recorded, but it also gives you the ability to discuss. So we have the option where, the audience can ask questions. It still comes up like a live session, like an engagement, where they can pose questions. And if the cast member is there, and they will obviously answer, our festival director is there. So it's an interactive session. It's not a passive session.
Mhm. We've been talking about the festival director. Can you actually tell me who it is and give a
So
little bit
our
of
festival
indication?
director is Asim Chabra. He's a very respected journalist also, and of
Mhm.
course, he curates. He's like our head curator and also the festival director. He's
Mhm.
written multiple books. In fact, one on Priyanka Chopra and Shashi Kapoor. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, now earlier before the show started, we talked about with Rakesh ji about having there are some freebies on the for the show for the of the festival online that some people can watch it without having to pay for. That's you were saying that, right?
Well, I was talking about these conversations,
Uh-huh.
which, if you sign on, then you can see these conversations for free. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And,
So okay,
and
so you can watch the conversation and then decide to watch the movie, or
but,
vice versa.
but look, the films are priced at $4.99. In
Uh-huh.
India, they are
It's very
priced.
affordable. Yeah.
In India, they are priced for 130 rupees, and the shorts and documentaries, they're priced at 99 cents. So we're not talking about, we're
No,
not
it's very
talking about,
affordable. Yeah.
yeah. And ultimately, it's about raising some money for the creators of these movies. I'd add another feature about this film festival. Uh, I don't care where you're from in India. We have movies that are Malayalam movies, we have Bengali movies, we have a movie from Haryana, we have a movie from Assam, we have
Mhm.
a movie from Kashmir. So we're really trying to give the representation to all of India, not just one specific part of India.
Brilliant. And now going, you mentioned something about nepotism. So is that how are you avoiding nepotism on the
So,
festival?
so, so, we have a team of curators, and we go through a very rigorous evaluation process. Remember that close to 180 to 200 submissions come in. And that's
Mhm.
true. That at IAC, that's true of our dance festival, of our music festival, of our literary festival. And
Mhm.
so the competition is very intense to get selected. Then once they get selected, we have a jury of 10 to 12 jurors, and these are very reputed people who end up picking the movies that give given awards, the best movie award, the best director award, the best actor, actress award. And these are very prestigious awards. So for example, last year, one of the movies that won this award, it got picked up by the Cannes Film Festival because they follow Knife, and the director was invited to come to Cannes. So yeah, it's in the industry, it's respected as a very high quality festival, very meritocracy driven, and we bring a sense and sensibility where we favor fearless directors who have very original stories. I can assure you and your audience that those of you who watch a movie at Knife, it will not only make your spirit soar, but you will see India like never before.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Sumanji, just curious, how many Telugu films are there? Just doesn't matter, but
It's a fantastic Telugu movie by Venkatesh Maha, and I think it was Suresh Productions had produced it. It was an amazing experience having them, and I'm from Hyderabad too, so for me it was a special pride, and it was packed. We had friends, families coming from different states, different cities to watch the film, because it's not often that you get a good quality Telugu independent cinema that you would really love and engage with and encourage the filmmaker. So I think the community really came together and really celebrated that. We would love to see more content, more submissions from the Telugu film industry. We always look for good content. So absolutely happy if the filmmakers are hearing this. If this is a great, for next year, submit your films. Let's get some good Telugu content out there.
Do you think the audience are missing the theater for the NIF?
I feel this is like just look at the positive aspect in this is that you get a lot more content that you would have otherwise not seen. Every year we do our film festival in the East Village. We only have people in the tri-state area very close to the theater who actually come and see the movies. This time it's virtual. It's the whole world can look at it. Most of our film titles are available to be watched in India, UK, here, anywhere. People have been buying the full access pass from Dallas, from California, from different parts. Yeah. So this is actually
this is actually bigger than the
think, oh, this is good, we should probably do this again and more often. So yeah, and then we have, as Rakesh you mentioned, we have every languages, different language films. We have Bengali films, we have two Nirantar, and one by Prasenjit Chatterjee is there, then Rituparna Sen Gupta, there's a movie. We have Malayali, we have more Malayalam films, obviously the opening and closing. There's a film from Nepali, there's a film in the Maithili language, different regional language films that people can really enjoy from the comfort of their house.
Beautiful. Just a question I was thinking suddenly. Since it is online and you get like 200 movies to go through, is it not possible to actually have the selected 40 and then even have more movies on the list, because it's online? And why can't you actually give maybe 100 films the opportunity to be online?
Part of what good curation is about, it's about building the confidence in your brand that when a viewer comes to see that content, they're going to feel very satisfied. And so if you decide to become a warehouse of movies to some degree, you're going to create experiences where people feel that the product just wasn't wasn't right.
No, I understand,
And
but you can do selection and out of selection.
maybe next year. How about next year? This year
Yeah,
was the first
you
time.
can say selection. This is selection and this is out of selection. You got so
Maybe,
there are-
yeah.
yeah.
Also realize this that every film we want to make sure it's safe and secure. We don't want it to be leaked. We don't want it to be pirated. So for us, putting a lot of content is a lot of responsibility that the filmmakers have given to us, and we take pride in tying up with a platform which is giving us that kind of a security to make it really safe for the movie to be out there without causing a loss for the filmmaker. So that also curtails our ambition. Obviously, we want the world to see a lot of content, but we want to curate it and say these are the films that the film festival really believes in, and these are the ones that are worth watching for the audience. And then B, we want it to be a win-win for the filmmaker too, in which they are putting out their content for everybody to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a couple of questions that are given or that called in. How much is the cost in India? I think you said 130 rupees, but
Yeah, that's
yeah,
correct.
130 rupees.
For the
Okay,
feature movies, yeah.
for the features. And oh, since it's like you were talking just now, you're talking about the piracy issue. So is the film being relayed in very specific time and that's it, or can I choose to watch a film like in Netflix or something on my own time and space, or is there like a very limited time to watch a specific film? I,
Sorry, I couldn't
you
understand.
Yeah,
understand my question?
yeah, I do. It's
So
on
it's
demand.
like,
On demand. It's on demand, and it will be available for the entire
uh-huh,
duration of the festival. You can watch it on demand.
on demand, so I can watch it at 2 in the afternoon
Yeah,
or at
yeah,
3 in the morning. Okay,
yeah.
um, okay, and yeah. So how are the judges getting on to judge these films? Is there a specific criteria, or how are you doing this?
Well, we have been doing this for 20 years, so we
You know the drill.
not only have very reputable judges, but more
Mhm,
importantly, we have, just like in the Oscars, we
mhm,
have a major accounting firm, one out of the top four, that actually collates in complete secrecy their the judges' final scores, which then they
mhm.
give us just in advance of the awards night. Yeah, it's conducted with very high level of integrity.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. And okay, and how do you plan to give these awards at this point, since it is online? Do we have an award ceremony
We
taking place right now?
absolutely we absolutely have an award ceremony, and we'll do it online. And we have uh, very distinguished sponsors that
Mhm.
we have lined up, who will be giving these awards to the winning entries. And we'll do it online. And just like you see the Oscars on television, you'll
Mhm,
see our directors with their acceptance speeches. And yeah, it'll be just like that.
mhm. Brilliant. Uh, Sumanji, just going back, last year also you had Suresh production there, right? As a Telugu
Last,
film.
last year's is the one I was talking about. But this year, no. This year, we don't have a Telugu movie.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, I remember last year. Okay, fine.
Were you there?
Uh,
You were talking about the movie. Were you there for the movie? Did you attend it?
no, I actually last year at that time I was in India, but in India it was made a big deal. That movie coming to New York Festival was a news in India. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw the news
In
there.
care of Kancharapalam, right?
Yeah.
And then, it's interesting that most of these films are then acquired. They go on to be acquired by the streaming platforms. So a lot of our films that got rave reviews, again, then went on to Netflix, then went on to Amazon Prime Video, Hotstar.
Hmm.
A lot of the
Hmm.
directors who've shown movies here, have been part of the film festival and then went on to make successful series.
Mhm.
A lot of these.
Brilliant.
And one thing, if we continue with this digital format, and I hope the audience embraces it, maybe next year we'll have a People's Choice Award where technologically, whoever sees the movie on the platform gets a chance to vote. And so we'll aggregate the people's ratings and we'll have a People's Choice Award, make it even more meritocratic. So let's see.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
excited.
that is fun. Yeah. Now, talking about Oscars, the Oscars is literally a membership. It's like a huge membership that
Yeah,
gets to vote. Yeah.
yeah.
So, how many judges are there in the Indian
Oh, it can be anywhere up to 11 judges.
11 judges? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I don't want to do name dropping, but these are
no.
all
It's fine. Yeah.
very well reputed people.
Very excellent. Excellent. And so, day one is over. And what is it like in day one? How was it?
Day one was fantastic. Ran Kalyani by Dr. Geeta J. And, we have Gargi Anandan, who's on there, who's the lead. It's a very, very sweet movie, very, very engaging. But also, it's not, that's only the first day. We have a lot more films, a lot more shots. We have 4 short programs by theme that people can access and watch. The closing movie, as as Rakesh Paul said, is getting rave reviews. Niveen Pauly they're saying is a force to watch, and they're saying it's one of the best films that you can watch. It's by Gitu Mohandas, and there are so many other good movies that people can still catch up. And the most important thing is, because it was opening night and because we aired it with the Q&A, doesn't mean that you can't watch it now. As in a physical, theater, you would lose the opportunity once you don't go on that day. That doesn't matter anymore. People can watch all the movies all the 10 days. So yes, we did. It was our opening night movie. Muthan is our closing night movie, because that is how, which shows that, we take pride in them being the opening and closing movies. But doesn't mean that they can only be watched on those days. They absolutely can, the audience can go watch Ran Kalyani even today, Muthan any day.
So you have all the movies uploaded at one time. So.
But the only thing is, for the Q&A, we really want the audience to watch the movie before they come to the Q&A, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. They really need to watch the movie to understand what the cast and crew is talking about. So that's the only request we have for the audience, to go watch the movie and then go click on the Q&A that comes up as bonus content once you watch the movie. And then go ahead. We're giving you all of this bonus content for free once you watch the movie. So go ahead and watch that too.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So from my side, I would say the first day started off on the sweetest note that one could think of, because we got a call from this lady. She's in Baltimore, and she told our partner, she said to him, look, I'm 82 years old. I want to watch these movies, but I'm not very good on the computer. Can you please guide me on how I can purchase the festival pass? And so he guided her, and she was so appreciative. She said, now I'll watch these movies. I'll feel I'm in touch with India. And if you're ever in Baltimore, I want you to come to my home and I'll cook you a home-cooked Bengali meal. And I think that's what culture is about. What is culture? Culture is what bonds you together. It's not just about entertainment. It's also about bringing a community together. So for me, that story that happened yesterday gave me great joy that we are accomplishing our mission.
Okay. That is so beautiful. Just how much is the whole full package for the festival?
The full package with all the titles is around $88. Yeah, and around that. And
And
then
in rupees?
in rupees, Prakashji, would you know in rupees?
I don't remember, but it's really for 45 titles.
I think, if you look at the cost in India, it's 130 rupees
Yeah.
for a
Hmm.
title. It's so
But
much more cheaper than you going to a PVR Gold with, with
yeah,
popcorn.
but do you understand? There's a slight difference. In US, you go to a theater and it's like $15 a ticket,
Yeah.
right? And here I'm getting it for one third of the price. In India, I go to a theater and it's 160 rupees, and I'm still getting about only 70% of the price. So
Where are you going to? This is for the whole movie, for the whole family. This is not one ticket. It is, you could have your entire family. If it's an extended family, you could have your
Yeah.
10.
yeah, no, same in US too, right? I can for $5 I can have the whole family.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
it's like one third of the price.
Yeah.
So people here are getting a good bargain.
Or,
But
or in India, the theater tickets are quite expensive. I mean, you can end up spending a lot of money for a theater ticket in India now.
hmm,
I mean,
it's about it's
I
under
went
200.
with my sister. I mean, and I had gone after a year. I was shocked. I was like, oh, wow, this is a lot of money to spend.
Huh. No,
Yeah.
but like it's fine. It's for a festival, but just I want to ask a question. Was there any Telugu film that was submitted in the 200 films that got submitted, or did we like not get any Telugu film submitted at all?
I'm not in a position to answer. That is a question best left to the curator, Asim Chandra, and the team.
We'll get back. We'll get back to you on that. But we try
Because it's
very
like
hard.
the issue is like Telugu films don't do a lot of independent films. It's very rare, but
Yeah.
to get a Telugu film coming to places like that, it was amazing last year, but it just doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
And
There is also an inclination, like a preference to do more commercial cinema, to go and do a theatrical release, all across, more than coming to a film festival. But that is changing. That is changing. There's a lot of emerging filmmakers who really are more brave, who really want to do the film circuit. So we are seeing a lot of change, and Telugu cinema is also, making big leaps and bounds.
true.
Yeah.
Let's hope, and let's hope that an Indian cinema wins an Oscar one day. But that's hope.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Okay. I'm actually done with my question, but is there anything else that you want to add to the show in terms of?
I would just ask the audience to visit the website. All the trailers are there. We also have a very good promo that, teaser promo that we came up with. I think, unfortunately, today we are not able to show it, but I'm sure, Sakshi will again show the promo too. And that is something that is available on the website and on our YouTube channel, the Indo-American Arts Council YouTube channel. Indo-American Arts Council. If you go there, you can check out the promo, and then you go to a website, all the trailers are there. That'll give people a taste of what the film is about, whether they really want to buy it, not buy it, want to watch it. And then they can proceed. There's a lot of movies that went onto platforms, as I said, went on to win awards. And this is the time to catch them early and say, oh, I already watched it, before it becomes a even bigger hit. So it's a good opportunity.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Our closing movie, I think Omerta, maybe last year, is just released in India today. And, similarly, a lot of movies, a lot of directors, and I know Arya is now such a super hit on Hotstar. The director was here earlier, screening his film at Knife. Similarly, Ayaz Khan, the other director. So there's a lot of directors who've worked with films and who've shown their content at NYF.
That's right. The audience will see movies first at Knife before the general public will see it a year later, at best, and maybe they may not even see it. My only comment that I would add is that I would encourage your audience to go to iaac.us, our website. Just drop your email there. You will then automatically be informed of our upcoming programs. Not only will you be hearing from us about knife, but we have a wonderful book launch coming up about this young Indian boy who came from India to Harvard and became not only the India's national squash champion, but America's squash champion. We are having a wonderful music concert with Amjad Ali Khan ji to celebrate India's Independence Day on August 15th. End of August, beginning September, we're going to have our music festival. Third week of September, we are going to have the Erasing Borders Dance Festival. And then end of October, our literary festival. So just put your email down and you will be kept abreast of our exciting programs.
So are these going to be online too? I mean, are you?
Absolutely, all online. Yes, all
Wow.
online, and we just have great original content. And same thing, in the dance festival.
Brilliant, but like music and all now is like that's a new reality, I guess. It's just,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, and do we have any more questions coming up online? No. Okay. Just a question. So when is you wrote a book?
Yes, I did.
Last Queen of Kashmir.
Yes.
So when is that coming up as a movie? I'm just.
Well, that book came out. It became a bestseller. We are in discussions. Let us see if we can be so lucky. That book was published by HarperCollins. This year, my second novel, Dawn, the Warrior Princess of Kashmir, was published by Penguin. And that was selected by the Jaipur Literary Festival. So I had gone there as a featured speaker. And folks can go and order those books and learn about Kashmir like never before.
Brilliant. Okay. And you're a businessman also. Are you into?
I like the way you.
As a producer, or no,
I like the way you said it. I'm a businessman also. That's actually the way I see it. Yeah. So.
And okay, brilliant. Now, Sumanji, can we actually get a little bit of an intro about who you are, and if you feel like.
Well, I come from Hyderabad. Both me and my husband, we've always been there. We moved here almost 8 years ago, and it's a good city to be in. The last couple of months, I believe there was a lot of anxiety for people back home in Hyderabad because obviously New York City was one of the epicenters with a lot of cases going on. Now here it's much better. We are much safer. But the anxiety for India continues. So, we are hoping everything settles down. We get back to normal, even though we are having all of these events virtually. Still can't wait to get back to normal.
Awesome. It's thank you so much for Rakesh ji and Swanji for joining us. And we are from Sakshi TV, and this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
New York Indian Film Festival.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it for the next, till August 2nd. And thank you so much, Sakshi TV, for doing this. And I hope we see, we do more collaboration. This is really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.